So, hello everyone. Um, I decided to make this video, I think a few months ago. And I figured doing something like this is a way that I can address not just anyone that ever followed me on Twitch, but just, my broader general audience to begin with, here on YouTube as well. And just, everything or everyone that follows just about any form of content that I make, whether you enjoy my gaming videos or if you enjoy my stories and audiobooks. Granted, stories and audiobooks are very few posted here on on YouTube, and so on. But hopefully I'll be able to make a change there in the near future. I don't know. I've been drawing a blank quite a bit about what really how to start this or what to say. I've never really done videos like this before where I'm just talking to the microphone and everything. I'm hoping that my microphone is good or still okay. I have to turn the gain volume up really high just to get enough volume and enough sound coming back, and I will probably have to edit the sound of this video before I even post it while I'm during editing and stuff. And yeah, that I hope that my microphone isn't broken. I hope it's okay. I know it had a pretty bad fall 3 years ago, or a little over 3 years ago, and that was close to the time when things fell apart. I haven't been present for about 3 years now, and we're getting pretty close to the 3-year mark at this point. I will never forget the day that I had to leave my house behind, and it's still tough. It's still tough to remember. I don't think I'll ever get over it. And it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy for the last 2 years or 3 or so. And it's like now I'm back and everything in the world sucks. And everything's just getting worse over here in good old US of A. And I've had a lot of things to say about that. Mostly through comments and things like that. I haven't been very active on Twitter until maybe recently in the past few months. I've said a few things, but I know the thing is that people don't tend to really respond to my tweets to begin with all that much, except for just friends that I've had on the platform for a very long time. And yeah, I'm still on Twitter for the time being, at least. I haven't really been happy about a lot of what's going on over there either. But I still have friends that are on that platform, and I have some followers here that are also with me on that platform, and people that still occasionally respond to posts that I make. But I don't know. It may end up one day where I'm just like, there's just no point in me being there. It's hard to say because there's a lot of big YouTubers that I follow, the very political guys that are still on there as well. A lot of leftist political guys, and so when I can see a good post from one of them every once in a while, that's kind of nice, But it usually has to do with something bad. So I guess I don't know, what the attitude, what the takeaway from that would be necessarily. But, you know. This video goes out to all of my friends and followers. And this is just me letting you guys know that I am coming back. It's been a very, very long time, and only a few of you have heard from me. And I know there aren't very many of us right now. There aren't very many. But, you know, the few that have been in touch with me on occasion, you know, you guys know that I've still been around. And I've been mostly hiding on my Discord server and just talking with a friend or two there every day, pretty much. I haven't been able to do much with my life for the last 2 years. Really, everything that I've ever wanted to do, or that I was able to do about 3 years ago, when things were going relatively well for myself and my associates, and, you know, like, all that stuff had to be put on hold for me for a very long time, a lot longer than I thought it would take. And I'm going to make videos on that stuff. I want this particular video to be short. I don't want it to be too long. I just want to gloss over a few things. Not gloss over, I guess, like touch on. I just want to touch on a few things that I will probably make longer videos about in the future. But yeah, just, you know, part of it is just know that I have always I never wanted to just kind of disappear like I did for 3 years. And I never wanted to stop creating content and writing, and I didn't quite exactly. I was able to do a little bit, but my living situation really limited me in ways that I never imagined could ever happen to me. That's just like that creativity just being squashed down is what it felt like. And I know it wasn't intentional. It wasn't like my family, or not, at least my mom, you know, wasn't doing that intentionally. But there were a lot of factors involved, and I just wound up in this perfect storm scenario for 2 years, just about 2.5 years, where I couldn't do anything. I couldn't. I barely had privacy. I barely had privacy to use. Like, I could use the bathroom to take a shower and stuff, and that was it. And so, you know, it was incredibly limiting, and it was definitely, you could almost say, it felt like it was uniquely designed with me in mind. If there's such a thing as gods, good or evil gods and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. Like, and I'm you know, kind of like, I've talked about stuff like that a little bit before. I'm skeptical on it, but at the same time, you know, but it's like, yeah, you know, it's just like, at times it felt like, wow, like it felt like this is like a personal situation set up just for me, but in a bad way. So that's what it felt like. But anyway, again, don't want this video to be too long. Let me see. I've got some talking points that I've been writing down the past few days, and I haven't even been using them, but I think I already covered a couple of them. So videos like this actually are something that I think I might like doing, because I've ranted with there's a friend of mine, and I don't know if they want to be mentioned or not, so I'm just not going to mention them, but there's a friend that's been with me for the past 3 years, and they've just been solid the whole way. Supportive, just here, like, online every day, talking to me, listening to me whine and complain about one thing or another, or listening to when I was having a good day, and I would talk with them about how things are going on with them and stuff, but they were here for me, and then they were supportive and everything, and, you know, and so, they were kind of like my sounding board, but I've always been nervous about making videos like this. Like, I used to, like, I wrote several scripts actually back when, like, 9 years ago now, when I was thinking about doing like anime review videos and stuff like that. And I would write these really long scripts, but like then I never filmed them because I got so nervous. I got so nervous about recording in my room because I knew my family could hear me through my door, and it felt weird. I didn't like. It feels weird when you're trying to record something like that's like this, and like you have an audience, and while you're recording, and you don't want that necessarily. At least not when you're not experienced with it and everything. Like you don't like. I get nervous. I've always gotten stage jitters like that before, and even microphone jitters, like recording jitters, just anxiety and everything. So, but yeah. So I plan to make videos like this. This like my friend that's been helping me out the last 3 years now, has inspired me to make more videos, or that's like talking with them inspired me to do this. And so, and I know I'm not great at it now, but I'm just kind of wanting to get this message out. But yeah, I figure like I want to make more videos just talking about what the last 3 years have been like, and maybe just talk about other things too, but like just share like what's been going on, and so that you guys maybe have a little bit of a better picture of what it's been like for me. I've been able to work on myself a little bit for the past few months. I'm going to need to be doing a lot more of that as time goes. Yeah, the last 2 years really did a number on, or the 2 years before these past, like, the 2.5 years before basically before December of last year, kind of did a number on me. And so I'm working on myself and letting myself grow a bit more with that, trying to get back to where I was before, but better if I can do that. Oh, I know my hair is still incredibly straight right now. I've been wanting to fix that for a while. I just haven't gotten around to do it. And with this video, I was just like, if I don't do it now, it's going to get put off for another month, and I don't want that. So I figured I'd just go ahead and do it now. But I am going to work on fixing my hair. It's something that I always meant to do right when I first started streaming and everything. Not long after meeting my friends and everything, and just like learning from them stuff, like different things that you can do, and so I plan to do that here eventually. So I guess outside of that, that's about everything really. So this video is about as long as I hoped it would end up being, maybe. Well, we'll see how it is when I edit and stuff, and then put it in for post. But yeah. I seriously thought I'd be hitting stop record a bunch of times because I just wasn't so sure. But yeah, just thought I would walk my way through this, and work on being able to hopefully make it make sense for all of you, so I'm not just rambling a bunch. But yeah, so the short message here is that I am on my way back. It's been rough. I haven't been able to do much, and there are a lot of reasons why. But I now have a room of my own. It's very private, so I'm able to do these things. I'm able to do a lot of the stuff that I've wanted to do for a very long time. A lot of things that I was able to do back when I was living alone and I was streaming with everyone back in 2021 and 2022. But things have improved for me, materially at least, to where I can do these things now. I can do this again. So, but yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, and you guys should be hearing from me soon enough. I might be posting some new content. I don't know what yet exactly, and I'm looking forward to get back to streaming eventually too. Making this video is definitely motivating me to do streaming, but it may still be a little while before that. It's hard to say, but I'm hoping to get back to drawing, get back to writing, with full force and energy and all of that stuff, because I've lost a lot of that. And let's hope we can all grow stronger with this. And I will hopefully see or hear from, hopefully hear from you guys soon enough here. And you'll be seeing more of what I can put out. For anyone who hasn't, maybe you've been conscious of my content and my channels and everything, or at least this one. If you haven't supported me on Patreon, consider it. Not saying, absolutely, but it's, my lowest tier is $1 a month. And so, just something I want to throw out there. I figured I should plug myself. Give myself a nice big plug there. But, yeah. And all of your support, even if you can't financially support me, your likes, your comments, all of that stuff, as long as it's nice comments. You can joke around with me, it's fine, but, as long as it's in good faith, in good spirits. But, everyone, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again, hopefully very soon here.